everyone. So I thought I'd show you what I was going to do with those leader enders that I did on one of the other videos. So this is the block I'm going to make. It's a big block, so if you're looking to use up a lot of fabric, this would be a great block to do it with. Each quarter block is 8 inches, so this is 16 by 16 and a half. It'll finish to 16 inches. And I'm only going to work on this one piece right now. If you have any light color that you want to get rid of, any color would work in here with the white. I just happen to have white. I'll be using other light colors that have other colors in it just to get rid of stuff. I just have to start moving this fabric around. So the first little unit that the leader enders did was this. It was the 4-patch. So if you're gonna do 3 rows by 3, that's a bunch of blocks. I don't do math in my head. I have to have it all laid out. But at least per block, you're going to need 1 set in each corner of the 4 patch in here. So that's how you're going to do it. This one was turned wrong. This end should actually be over here, and then it makes a 4 patch in here. But in the grand scheme of things, no one but me and now you know it, so I'm not going to take it out. I'm just going to leave it. And this will be one of my Project Linus quilts. So I'm going to show you how I use these and how quickly they go together once you remember where the pieces are. The biggest thing to remember when you're assembling the block and you have all the pieces done is that you want to make sure that your pieces go this way. And these, for those that measure, these squares right here are 2.5 inches. This is 4.5 by 2.5. 2, 4, 6. This is 6.5 by 2.5. So everything I do is based off the 2.5 inches because most of these fabrics come from other quilts. And here's how I store them. I have one of these drawers that every time I cut up fabric, if I have a little piece left over, I cut it into 2.5 inch squares. So something like this is a yellow. I would use this where the white is just to kind of spread it around and make use of everything that I. Alright, so here are the pieces that I had put together when I was working on the other quilt. And they're all paired, a dark and a light. I don't know if this light back here is going to help or hurt you guys. Hurts my eyes. So what I'm going to do is I just leave them in there, and then I finger press. Again, you could take these to the ironing board, but I just finger press it, and I'll pick another color, press it to the dark side, and then flip them. And again, if you want to pin it, you can. Just remember, if you're pinning it, and you're putting a pin in here, as it gets close to your needle, you need to take the pin out, which is why I don't do it, because it's faster for me. But if you're new and you're just learning how to do this, this is a great beginner's quilt because it's easy to cut something in a 2.5 inch square, and then you just line it up. And you want to make sure that your seams fold into each other. So because I finger pressed it to the dark side, I have a flat seam here. And then find your 1/4 inch and let her rip. And I usually make sure that I'll get a good anchor piece right there holding it down, and then I hold it and I stitch right on through. And I would just continue with this. My fingers are so dry, it's really hard for me to find the seam allowance here, or the separation of it. All right, and then here's the next one. And then the cool thing about working on a 4-patch is that it doesn't matter how you feed it into the machine. On this particular piece, what matters most, let me show you wherever my scissors ran off to. When I lay this out for the quilt, it matters that these go in the corner, and it matters that the diagonal goes the right way. Sewing it into here doesn't make a hill of beans difference because I could turn it either way and still get this going this way. So that's the lesson for today. It's going to take me a while. I have to figure out how many I need so that I can make the right amount of these, and then I have to cut the other pieces because I don't have them at 4.5 and 6.5. I don't have those pieces ready yet. So that's what I'll be working on today in between a bunch of other things, but I thought I'd stop and show you how this quilt gets started.